So I just got my first ever TikTok video that passed over 1 million views. And you can call it luck, coincidence, whatever. It's probably good luck more than anything. But today I'm gonna break down what I think happened so that you'll be able to model, replicate, and utilize this model to best maximize your chances of forcing the algorithm to get your content viral. To set the context, let me just quickly play you this video so you know how this video looked like. Now I'm going to show you the analytics here in a second, and if you watch till the end of this video, you'll be able to see why all these elements make sense and they're highly replicatable, and you'll be able to do that as well. Okay, so number one is the ability to loop. Notice how as this video has ended, if you're not really paying attention, you may not necessarily know that it has ended because it feels like when it begins again, there's this loop. Okay, so number one is whenever I create videos now, I'm thinking, can we make it so that it just goes onto this loop and a person can watch it again and again, that therefore increases watch time, right? So if I were to go to the analytics right now, you'll notice that right now the total play time is 5,549 hours, which is insane. And the watched full video is 46%. Now, for over 1 million people, I believe this would be high, and that's why TikTok has continued pushed out. But that's number one, ability to loop, right? Number two is it's about making it visual. That this thing tells a story where it's not necessarily me and my dialogue, and it's not something you can do all the time, right? So number two is, can we tell a story and paint a picture by making it as visual as possible and not so much on the dialogue, because a person could be watching this video with the sound muted. And that brings us to number three. Number three is, if you take a look at the key moments, you'll see that if a person watches past, like from the 8th second to all the way to the end, the drop off after this point is relatively low, right? From the 8th second, 49th second to the 25th second, the drop is significantly less than the first 8 seconds. And the reason for that is because once a person gets this through this initial stage, it feels like, hey, I gotta watch till the end to find out how. So I'll call this like the hook. There's this progressive build-up that feels like, hey, I wanna be able to see where this thing goes, right? So is there a hook? Is there an open loop to get a person to continue watching, to minimize the drop-off and to maximize retention? And that brings us to the next factor, which is the ability to appeal to the masses. I think what's so powerful about TikTok today is that, you know, most of the time marketers talk about, oh, niching down and the riches are in the niches. But what's really powerful about something like this is that if it's appealing to the masses, so if you're talking about something that, you know, whether it's lifestyle, whether it is health, whether it's food, whether it's travel, something that's appealing to the masses, the odds of it being pushed out to a lot of people is going to be a lot higher than if you niche down, if you talked about, you know, knitting for single women over 63 years old or something, right? So yes, it's niche down, but it's not going to be pushed out to a whole lot of people. Finally, it is all about, you know, leveraging on the hashtags. So for example, when I click on, like, for example, like hot toys, right now this video is ranked, well, you might not know what hot toys it's but people that's within that market who are, you know, collectors, and if they're looking for hot toys are collectibles, this is where this video would, you know, be found on top, and this is how there are still views coming in even though this video was posted about 2 months ago. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments below, are you somebody that is committed to TikTok, and what is your TikTok strategy? And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one.